Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Today we have really the big choice of the currency pairs for discussion because although the recent statements in the Bank of Japan and the Federal Reserve in fact was mostly neutral, but this neutrality has triggered real significant action across the board. So particularly speaking on the Japanese yen and the Bank of Japan, nobody have expected this really flat opinion and no dovish measures. It's because market in reality was preparing for some dovish comments or more easing measures from the Bank of Japan, and the Bank of Japan keeps policy intact. This really was a big surprise, and as you can see, the yen skyrocketed. So at the same time, currently we also see very interesting patterns are forming on the euro currencies, our primary currency for discussion, but also it's very nice picture is forming on the New Zealand dollar, on the Great British Pound, because but all of them, guys, we already have discussed it in current or last week. All setups we have announced all targets and our expectations, what we would like to see. So on the Great British Pound market is moving to the next target, is completion of the ABCD pattern of the head and shoulders. On the New Zealand dollar, oppositely, we expect reaching of the major target on the weekly chart, and then some reversal pattern could be formed, and we are interested in a possible short-term short position. So tomorrow probably we will talk on some other currency, but today I would like to talk on the euro currency, because the reaction and in general response of the market to the recent Fed statement is not as bright on the other currencies. So yesterday we had a really extended discussion of the overall situation here, and we said that mostly situation looks bullish here on the euro currency, because market, if it really would like to turn down, and if this was if this would be the bearish market, it never would calling around the former top after failure attempt to break it. But here we have absolutely different price behavior. This market, instead of dropping lower, is this down. We see that market is consolidating around the former top. Although the failure breakout has happened, so market, it's not quite even the failure breakout. So market has tried to move through it. As you can see, for a long period, almost for the week, market is calling here around the top, trying to push for it. We see even the strong support here exists with these long shadows. Market trying to bounce down, but again return right back up to this former top. So somebody really has pushed market to the upside and held it in this area. So and this support probably still exists here, because even after this move down, in general market is calling around the former top. This, guys, our major moment, and we think that this is really the core of our bullish view. Why we think that euro currency currently is mostly the bullish. This is really potentially bullish consolidation. So it looks like they're building an energy and preparing for another attempt to pass through it. Okay. Also, as you can see, that market has shown here just a minor retracement for its support, small stress and upward action, just has tested the monthly pivot point and stands above it. So our next destination point is based on our major ABCD pattern that we work with from the November 2015. So it was a very long period when it has started to work. So this was the 100% extension target has been completed, retracement. Now market stands in some extended stage of the extension. So that was extension, contraction, again extension, contraction. So it's retracement, and it's again the extension. This is an extension target stands at 161, destination points 116. Also this will be monthly pivot resistance line. What we have on the intraday chart? So on the intraday chart, guys, we stand very close to the confirmation of the possible upper breakout. As soon as it will happen, we said that probably in this case we could try to take the long position on the euro currency. So as you can see, market right now is struggling with the weekly pivot resistance one. We said that one of the signs that market really has serious intentions to continue move higher will be the movement above the weekly pivot resistance one, because until market stands below the weekly pivot resistance one, it tells that we should treat it as retracement and the bearish trend is still valid. But as soon as market will break through it, it will tell us that it's not a retracement anymore, but this could become the continuation of the bull trend. That's why the pivot resistance in general, the pivot points are very important for analysis, also because they are leading indicators. So and right now you see that yesterday was attempt to pass through it, but it has been successful. But right now, as you can see, market is struggling with it, trying to hold above the weekly pivot resistance one. On the another 4-hour picture, we have this downward channel that we have discussed yesterday. It's very useful for identification of the possible breakout. So you can see that market mostly right now is stopped by this trend line resistance. It's trying to break it. And yesterday we also said that this will be our second indicator. So as soon as market will break above this trend line, and it's preferably if it will move above this top. So other words speaking, if it will form the reversal swing, that will be our signal that probably the breakout has happened, and we could try to think about taking the long position. The classical approach for taking the long position here will be on retesting the trend line. So for example, if market will break it, shows the retracing of the trend line, then moves up, this will be this classical approach for taking the position. So that's something of that sort we're expecting to see. At the same time, guys, this interesting moment here exists that yesterday market has formed, as you can see, high wave pattern. And many traders just ignore this pattern or just take a look at it briefly. They do not treat it as some important patterns. They like engulfings, morning stars, or something of that sort, the hammers or other reversal patterns. And they just briefly look at such patterns as the high wave that doesn't bring any directions. But for me, guys, the high wave is one of the most important patterns. Maybe because other traders do not use it properly. So why I like the high waves? Because high wave pattern, although it doesn't show you the clear direction, it has a really big importance. Since the extreme points of the high waves gives us the direction of the further action. So the market usually moves in the direction of the breakout of the high wave range. So here, for example, if market will close above the high wave range, it's close above the top, it means that with a high probability market will continue to move higher. If it will drop lower and take down the lows of the high waves, this will mean that market probably will not return right back up and will continue to move lower. That's the major importance of the high wave pattern. They could specify and confirm the direction. So closing above the top, this will be a nice confirmation that breakout probably is real, and the upward direction probably will continue. That's why here, as you can see, I have marked the high wave pattern with this yellow rectangle, because it's really very nice pattern and very useful. So that's our current view on the euro currency. Although we haven't got yet the final breakout, but market stands very close to it. So in fact, it's right now is calling around the resistance. Maybe today or tomorrow we'll get the clarity. If market will break it out, it's probably it means that we step on the road to the 116 area. So that's very interesting.